All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with an announcement out of Pancrase. So I'm talking long-running Japanese MMA promotion has announced its first ever Atomweight tournament, which will decide the first ever Atomweight Queen of Pancrase. And Pancrase, they don't call them champions, they call them the king or queen of Pancrase for each weight class. So it's going to be a 4-woman tournament, so it'll only be 2 rounds. The first round is going to take place at Pancrase 340 on December 24th, and the finals are going to happen sometime in March of next year, 2024. So far, they have announced 3 of the 4 fighters that will participate, and the promoter said during the press conference the other day that they have sent out contracts to other fighters overseas looking to see who the 4th fighter will be. So we'll get the first round on Christmas Eve, and then the finals sometime in March. And the first 3 fighters they announced, we've got 2 Japanese fighters and 1 Taiwanese. We have Satomi Takano on the left in the picture, also known as SARAMI. We have Zenny Huang from Taiwan in the middle. And on the right, we have Sayako Fujita. It's a good lineup here. This will be Takano's first time ever participating in Pancrase. She's fought for pretty much every other promotion she can fight for in Japan. But first time fighting in Pancrase. Juan has fought once for Pancrase before, and Sayako's been a bit of a mainstay in Pancrase. Like, she fought her first few fights in, I want to say, Gladiator and Heat, or smaller, like much smaller promotions. And then, but most of her fights have actually come through Pancrase. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and talk about each fighter. So first up, we'll go from left to right in the main picture. But first up, we have Satomi Takano, aka SARAMI. She has a record of 17-4. She's coming off of a KO loss to Ayaka Watanabe back at Shudo Colors on May 20th, which was unfortunate because she was the Shudo Super Atomweight champion at 110 pounds, but lost the title in her first defense. She's 33 years old. She stands 5 feet even at 152 centimeters with a reach of 59.4 inches, 151 centimeters. So she is by far the most experienced fighter in this tournament at this time. I mean, over 30 fights. She's been fighting since, I believe, 2010. She's fought for Jules, Deep Jules. I don't think she was around for Smack Girl. Fought for Shudo. I believe she fought in one Warrior Series. SARAMI has been all over, and probably better off on her feet, on the ground, but it's okay on the feet. But she's definitely one of those veterans. She's only 33, but man, she has been around, it feels like forever. Then you have one championship veteran and former title challenger there, Zenny Huang. Huang is currently sitting on a record of 7-5 with 1 no contest. She's riding 2 straight wins coming into this tournament. Last picked up a submission win over Ira Koga at the Shudo Colors show on May 20th, which was a nice win. She pulled off a Imanari choke, which is super rare. It's basically a rear naked choke out of like half a crucifix. She is 32 years old. She stands 5 feet 1 inch, 156 centimeters. No reach available for her on Topology. Juan is definitely a strong contender here. Out of the 3 named, I feel like Takano and Juan are the 2 favorites. Juan already has a win over Sayako, so she has that to go off of. I mean, she really took it to Sayako Fujita, and just has like a lot of good experience. Now, she had a straight up 5-fight win streak at one point. She went to 5-0 challenged Angela Lee and won for the atomweight title. Lost that, lost her next 4, suffered a no contest. But since then, she's moved to Japan. She's been fighting out of Abayani Combat Club, AACC. It's like one of the best gyms in the world for women to go train at. And has won 2 straight. She basically turned her career around, which is nice to see. And then finally, we have Sayako Fujita. Sayako comes in with a record of 7-2. She's coming in off of a win. She picked up a unanimous decision win over the debuting fighter known as Miyu at Pancrase 335 back on July 8th. She is 33 years old. According to Tapology, she's listed at 5 feet even, 153 centimeters. No reach available. Sayako is one of those fighters. I was talking to Charlie Jewett, who's been a guest on the channel before. She seems to be one of those fighters where as long as she's ahead, and she's usually ahead in her fight, she does okay. But as soon as the fight doesn't go her way or starts to not go her way, she immediately panics and loses. Now, granted, she's only lost twice. But yeah, it does seem like she's a front runner. Charlie says she seems to lack heart, which is certainly possible. Pretty much all of her career was based off of can crushing. She either fought strikers. She's mostly a wrestler, and she's either fought strikers who couldn't defend takedowns, or has been fighting like debutantes or fighters with losing records. I think Pancrase thought when they matched her up against Huang that Huang would be an easy win for her, and Huang showed differently. So a couple thoughts on this. One, it's nice to see another promotion promoting the atom weights. That'll be nice. And I like tournaments. I like when championships are crowned off of tournaments, or at least, inaugural championships. Tournaments are a great environment, a great way to do that. So both Takano and Fujita train out of the same gym. It's Pancrasism Yokohama. So they literally train out of the same gym. I think Takano just moved there recently, though. But they train out of a Pancrase gym. It's part of their network of gyms. They used to be all over the Pancrase gyms. But they both train in the same gym. They're training in Yokohama where their gym is located. Here's my guess for what's going to happen in this tournament, how it's going to roll out. They're going to put Juan against Takano, because Takano and Fujita don't want to fight each other right away. So they're going to put Juan against Takano, hoping that Huang loses to Takano. Because if they're going to have the two fighters from the same gym fight each other, better to be in the finals, and then that way the Pancrasism Yokohama gym gets a champion either way. What I'm thinking is going to happen is, for the fourth fighter, they're going to bring in some nobody or some fighter who's not very good to face Fujita to get her a win, because she's a popular fighter. I don't know what it is about her that's popular. I don't see it personally, but I don't think like a Japanese person, so I don't know. But she is popular. She does have a fan base. They're going to try to get her into those finals. My prediction is they're going to bring in someone with either an upside down record or a very weak ground game. I'm thinking they're bringing in a Korean can. They're going to do the tried and true Japanese matchmaking method of bringing in a Korean can to get the favored fighter forward. Whether Takano can beat Huang, that will remain to be seen, but I think they definitely want to try to get Takano versus Fujita in the finals. That's my skepticism or predictions for how the matchmaking is going to go down. But I like the idea. I like that they're going to crown an Atomweight Queen of Pancrase. I like that they're doing it from a tournament. All that looks good. Just my thoughts are thinking, yeah, they're going to match make to get a favorable finals for Pancrase. Anyway, those are just my initial thoughts on this. Let me know yours in the comments down below. If you liked the vid, please give it a like. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to WMAC Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.